Unfortunately, I've been to a lot of state parks. This is definitely not my favorite. Rena and I recently had to travel to Wilmington, North Carolina. And we were going to be there for about 7 days, so we thought we'd try out Carolina Beach State Park. And we were actually looking for something with hookups, but there was nothing available there that was packed. And then there was nothing available for 7 consecutive days. So we reserved site number 32 for 2 days, and we reserved site number 5 for 5 days. We never spent any time on site number 5 once we got there, and here's what we found out. Okay, this is the marina store where all campers are supposed to check in before they set up camp to get their green camping tag. This is site number 32, and as you can probably hear, I have my generator running right now, and so it's kind of it's quiet. It's a Predator, and it is quiet. However, you see right here where the picnic table and the fire ring are on the wrong side for a back end, and so I'm not crazy about that situation, but we're only going to be here for a couple days anyway. We've decided to move up to the KOA, which is much nicer. First, it was hard to get into this site. The vegetation was overgrown, and like I said, the picnic table was on the wrong side once you backed in. And then I backed in as far as I possibly back up to this tree that, I just was 6 inches away from it. And so it was really tight in there. And we just didn't like that site. The other sites were the same way. You couldn't get in between these two trees right here. This site right here has a tree limb stretched out across it. Here's another photo of that tree limb. No way you could get your RV back in there. And then here's another site. This is a water and electric site, which is not too bad. And this site right here, this was number 5. And we were going to try to get into that site, but there was no way that we could park. It was such a little pull through, and there's no way that we could get through that. Now, don't get me wrong, it was not all bad. Our Predator generator worked flawlessly, and the visitor center was really, really nice, and it was just mostly beautiful in the park. It was just the campsites that I didn't like. Okay, here we are at the marina here at Carolina Beach State Park. Very nice marina. Big views out here. Boat owners only are allowed on these docks. Looks like floating docks, so when tide goes out, they go down. When it comes in, it goes up. There is a gale warning today. Alright, right here is a 2-ramp boat launch. There's a $7 fee. And alright, and if you wanted to rent a paddleboard or it's like a kayak, you can go to paddleboardnc.com and go ahead and book it here, or you can give that number a call. They also have bicycles here. Nice benches where you can relax, enjoy the view. Then there were the trails. The trails were really nice. Well, Steve here. I'm on one of the trails here at the Carolina Beach State Park. It's really nice. And we've got a storm moving in this afternoon, Zeta. And so this campground is okay, but I just do not like the campsites. They just seem unkept. And so anyhow, I doubt if we'll be returning to this one. This is okay for tent campers, but as far as the people who have RVs, their sites are really small. Okay, this is one of the nature trails, and this is under surveillance. Venus flytraps, poaching them is now a felony, and so it's very unusual to see them anywhere, but they're predominant here. Very substantial walkway. I'm just amazed in these state parks how many trees are downed. Looks like they could get some volunteers in here to cut those up for firewood. Well, don't see any fly traps. There's a partially eaten mushroom. And some pretty flowers. But honestly, I don't know if I'd recognize a Venus flytrap if I saw one, unless it was catching a fly. This trail right here also has some tent sites on it. I think it says basically 3. Kind of interesting out here. That looks like a little stinger. I don't think I'd want to mess with that. Trail continues on that way, but over here is a, well, I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe the trail divides. Nice Nice little observation deck here, but I'm looking around. If any of you see a Venus flytrap, let me know. Oh, I don't know what this is. Oh, I don't know what this is. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Maybe that's it. A few of those around. Get those around here and over there. Here. Well, mystery solved. This is not the Venus flytrap. This is the yellow pitcher plant. And so I looked and looked and never did see the Venus flytrap. Found a picture of it here. I think I would recognize it if I actually saw it. So maybe the next time I will go back just to walk the trails. So I will leave you with this. Man was sitting there on one of the benches on the waterfront enjoying a book. And so maybe you can enjoy it here. The next time, if we ever go back, we will try to get us one with water and electric, but we'll have to book way in advance. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Comment if you would like to. And until then, we'll see you on the next video, which will probably be the KOA campground at Wilmington. So stay tuned.